She comes, well, she can't come to my doctor's appointments because she lives here and I live down there, but I audio record every single appointment, which is legal in the state of California as long as you ask permission. They have to say yes if you ask. So I record every appointment, email it or text it to my sister, and it's almost like she's there. Sometimes she agrees with the doctor, sometimes she doesn't, sometimes she says she wants to reach through the phone and punch him in the face. So it's nice to have that. My husband comes with me, of course. It's nice to have her support me like that. And a million other ways too, like organizing Team Christine for this event. All her friends are here and they all raised a ton of money for the Brain Tumor Foundation, so super grateful. Thanks, Jen's friends. And my friends now. Okay, so let's see, my story. Well, first of all, I should share that mine and Jen's dad died of a brain tumor at age 37, and I was 11 and Jenny was 8. That was really hard, but we made it through. And then, 36 years later, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I had just had headaches, not that bad of headaches, they weren't migraines, but I had them for a couple of years. I took a lot of Advil because I was president of a company and all I cared about was my work, and well, I cared about other things, but I worked too much and I didn't take care of myself, and I didn't go to the doctor for the headaches. And I finally went because my husband and my sister forced me to, and my kids, and they did an MRI and they found a huge mass in my brain, and they immediately checked me in to the ICU. I went from ER to ICU, and a couple days later they did a brain surgery and they said they got most of it. Praise God, I didn't have any neurodeficits after the surgery, but they said even though with brain tumors there's no such thing as getting it all, so I still had to do all the treatment because of a brain tumor grows like a tentacle, and a lot of times you can't see the brain tumor cells, so they need to just treat it as if it's still there. So I embarked on the treatment. They told me, one little side note, they told me I was diagnosed with glioblastoma, and that the doctor told me that has a 15-month life expectancy. So that's what they basically told me. I had 15 months to live if I did the treatment. If I didn't, I had 3 months, which ironically, when my dad died in 1981, he died 4 months after diagnosis. They didn't have chemo then, and they didn't have Optune, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So I chose treatment because I've been married 23 years, and at the time I had a 16-year-old daughter and 19-year-old son who were very, very upset, and so I was willing to do anything for them. And but the good part about it is that was 18 months ago. 15 months to live, 18 months ago, so praise God. So then I just did the standard of care, which probably a lot of the survivors, if not all, have done, which is 6 weeks of chemo and radiation, Temodar, light dose, month off. My month off was July. I called it my July Freedom Month. I was getting massages and going to the beach and doing all kinds of stuff. And then I went into the maintenance program, which is 5 days a month chemo, and that's when I started Optune, which I'm wearing today. I'm gonna really show it off for you guys. Give a shout out to my man over there at the Optune booth, or Novacure. So I've been wearing this for a year, and although I didn't want to go on it, because I thought it was inhumane to make a woman with very long, luscious brown hair shave it off when your chemo doesn't even cause you to lose hair. I always joke with people about that. Of course, brain people are the one people that take a chemo. It doesn't cause you to lose your hair, but we have to shave our heads for this. So anyway, so I started Optune, shaved my head. My son went with me. I went to like a salon, and I live in Southern California, and he's the captain of the surf team at his high school, and his hair is like down to here, and he went and really wanted to go with me and shave it bald just like I did, which was so sweet. And then So I did that for a year, 5 days a month of the chemo. I didn't tolerate Timinar very well. I know a lot of people like Liz and Courtney, they do great with it. I didn't. I was very sick when I was on the Timinar. 10 days a month I was sick. And so after a year, it was 2 months ago, was my year end date. But my doctor told me that if it continued, or I had stable scans that whole year. And she said if for some reason the scan wasn't stable and she had me do a PET scan in addition to an MRI, that she was going to recommend another 6 months. And I was just thinking, please, please, I do not want to do another 6 months of this. And praise God, both were stable. And the actual radiologist, both radiologist reports for both scans said no progression of disease. So that was another awesome praise. And then the other thing I want to mention that I did that's a little bit unique, that not a lot of people do because the oncologists don't support it. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just telling you this is my story and this is what I did. I chose to do integrative medicine in addition to what you call Western medicine, which would be just the chemo, radiation, Optune. And so I went to an integrative doctor and she just treated my immune system. So she did everything she possibly could to give me the strongest immune system possible because she believes that a strong immune system can fight off cancer cells because apparently we all have cancer cells in our body. Some people have weaker immune systems or whatever and can't fight it off. So when I started with her, first thing she did was she put me on something called Juice Plus, which is basically, it's not a supplement, it's a capsule that has fruits and vegetables, like 30 fruits and vegetables. So I got 30 fruits and vegetables every day from this. And then she also prescribed that I get 3 vitamin C IVs a week and 2 chelation IVs a week. So 5 days a week, I went there and got an IV. Sometimes they're 3 hours long, sometimes they're 1 hour long. Chelation pulls toxic metals out of your body, so it's like easier for your liver to focus on other things because it's not dealing with toxic metals we all have in our bodies from the environment and from food we eat. So I did that for like 6 months, and then she would, as my scans were stable, she would gradually move me down, and now I'm only at 1 IV a week, which is nice. So I did that. She also put me on a ketogenic diet, which actually, finally, my doctor told me this last appointment that she supports a ketogenic diet now. It took a year of me fighting with her about it, but she said that there's research that proves that ketogenic diets can help prevent seizures, which a lot of her patients had. I've never had a seizure. Maybe it's because I'm on the ketogenic diet. I don't know. But so anyway, that was exciting news that she was willing to support that because she doesn't support anything else that I do from an integrative standpoint. And then what else did I do? Daily exercise. My little integrative doctor is this cute little old lady, and she's like, even if you march in place 10 minutes a day, you got to get the blood moving every day. So I did that.
Supplements.
The
Supplements.
What?
Supplements.
Oh, the supplements, yeah. She also took my blood every 3 months, and then she would look at where my deficiencies are, and then she would prescribe supplements to increase those things. Like if vitamin D was low, she'd increase my vitamin D. So I take like 45 pills a day of supplements that she prescribes and monitors with my blood work. And I think that's mostly what I did with her. So that was just like a little bit unique that I thought I would share. And then the other most important thing to me that I believe has led to my healing, and I like to tell everybody I'm healed. Actually, when I was in the emergency room, I was telling people there that I'm healed because I just decided that I'm gonna be healed. And I believe that, I told everybody there that I believe that Jesus has healed me. He's got me, he was giving me this for a reason, and I'm gonna use it, to bring glory and credit to him. And I can honestly say now that I believe that my cancer is a gift. It's been actually a very sweet time of my life. I've had so many wonderful people come around me and pray for me and bring meals for me and just so many different things, and that I can't even, I have 5 minutes, I've probably already gone over the time, that I'm actually very thankful for it. I carry around what I call blessing cards everywhere I go, and they have like just blessings on it that I like to pass out to people. because I'm thankful and blessed to be alive and to be here. I even went to the Mumford & Sons concert last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, in Dana Point. And long story, but I got backstage and I was talking to the guys, Marcus Mumford, and I gave him my blessing card. I told him my story, and I told him his song, Guiding Light, which says, the new song, the chorus says, even though there is no star in sight, you will always be my guiding light. And I was like, thank you for writing that song for me. That was my anthem of the last 18 months, and Jesus has been my guiding light, and you came out with the song, and I love your band, and so thank you for writing a song about Jesus for me, I told him. And he was like, you're welcome. Actually, he was very nice. He even said, he's English, and he said, could we have a pray? And then he prayed for me, which was so sweet. And then I gave him a card, and he said, I'm gonna keep this in my wallet. And I'm like, great, his little blessing card's in his wallet. So anyway, that's pretty much my story. Did I get everything? Yeah. Jenny's nodding her head. The brain tumor people are like, I'm way over schedule, sorry. Okay, that's it, thank you.